Yes, guys, and welcome back to another video. This is the Liverpool versus Norwich FA Cup fifth round review. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a good week so far on this Thursday evening. Please, before we start this video, don't forget to go and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video. I'm not too far away now from 300 subs, so I'd love to get there as soon as I can, and then I'll be doing a special video for you guys once I hit 300 subs. I hope everyone's doing well. It was a great game last night. I've got to thank Statman Stubbs for coming along and with me on the watch along. We had a great night last night. Entertaining first half, I have to say. Entertaining first half. The second half was not too great, I have to say. But first half of football was good. Obviously, Liverpool made a lot of changes to that team. 10 changes from Sunday's game. Norwich also making, I think, 7 changes themselves. Yeah, so there was a lot of changes in the game, which it weren't the best game of football, I have to say. It wasn't the best game of football. But, we got the job done. We got the win. The game was over in the first half. But yeah, let's talk about it, guys. Obviously, so going into this game, trying to pick the team, I think I got the front three right in my predictions. Obviously, Jota coming in, Minamino coming in, and Origi coming in. A good front three. Takumi Minamino, we're going to talk about in a bit. He was superb. The midfield was Ox, Henderson, and Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones played well. He performed well. The Ox, he was a bit... Yeah, he weren't great. The Ox wasn't great yesterday, I have to say. The Ox, he let himself down for me a bit. He didn't perform to the level I think he can perform at. And then Hendo played a solid game, as you'd expect from Henderson. Nice, solid game. But Curtis Jones, he did well. Played some good football with Curtis Jones, especially that first half. And at the back, obviously, we had Alisson in goal, which was a bit of a shock. I was not expecting Ali to start this game, to be fair. I wasn't expecting Alisson to be playing. I thought Ali would... I thought Kelleher would be the main goalkeeper in this game. So Alisson playing shocked me a little bit. And going forward now, I just don't know if Kelleher will play any FA Cup games. Because obviously we're going to the quarterfinal. The quarterfinal draw is tonight at 7:30, I believe. Just before the Everton game. So yeah, the draw's going to be a good one. The teams left in these quarterfinals. We could get a tasty quarterfinal draw here, or we could get, a favourable draw like a Middlesbrough. I mean, not a lot of teams will go. I want to be playing Middlesbrough right now, obviously, after knocking out Man United and Tottenham so far this FA Cup. So that may be a team you don't want to play, but I'd rather have Middlesbrough than a Man City in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's the quarterfinal draw is going to be an interesting one. But players like Kelleher, if he didn't play in this game at home to a Norwich team, I just don't know if Kelleher will play any more FA Cup games. I think Klopp will pick stronger sides in the quarterfinal, no matter who we play. There's a chance to go to the semi-finals. Obviously, the Wembley thing, semi-finals and the final are at Wembley in the FA Cup. Don't particularly like the semi-finals being at FA Cups. I prefer them being at neutral grounds personally. I think it's better at neutral grounds. This is how we're going at the moment, and this is I don't like it. I mean, I know they're paying off Wembley, and this is how they got to do it. But I used to like it at neutral grounds. I think Liverpool used to play most of the time at Villa Park and things like that, and obviously Hillsborough back in the day. But the Wembley thing, it should be for me just finals only. But there's a lot of things to look forward to. The team, we'll get the team up because I thought it was a decent starting lineup from Liverpool yesterday. Shows the strength in depth we do have because we changed 10 players from that League Cup game where we played, obviously, Chelsea in the final. I mean, 10 changes, a heck of a lot of changes. And I think we might have just not. You can tell there was no rhythm to the team. You can tell there was not a lot of rhythm to the team because it was a bit disjointed. It was a bit disjointed from both teams, I'd have to say. It was a bit disjointed from both teams, but there was one hero in the game, and that was Takumi Minamino, who was it was fantastic, as we said. He was great on the day. I thought he was fantastic, Takumi Minamino. Yeah, and I'm just going to go through what This is what the Echo itself, the Liverpool Echo, the halftime ratings, which is interesting because after full time, the first half, Liverpool I thought played really, really well, and then obviously the second half, Liverpool came out like the match was won, the match was already done, it was a done thing, and I think the Liverpool game, Liverpool having 10 players out, I think hurt them, hurt them a little bit. At 10 changes, a lot of changes, but because we're on such a high at the moment, the momentum going forward, it didn't really affect us much. But coming out in the second half of that game, we went down a little bit. We came out like the game was won. I think the players were like, all right, we're 2-0 up against a disjointed Norwich team. We're at home. This game's over. And I think they came out with that mentality. And if you come out with that mentality in the second half, it's hard to pick your performances up. So I thought we were poor in the second half. I really did. I think we were really poor in the second half. But our first half performance, personally, I thought was fantastic. So let's get to the first half ratings, guys. Let's have a look at the first half ratings. So, first half ratings. Let's get these up, guys. Really should have done this more as a recorded video. I thought I'd just do a quick video just to get the review out for you guys. You can watch it at your pleasure. But I probably should do these videos more in recorded videos in the future. I think it'd be easier. But let's show you these ratings here, guys. So these are the half-time ratings by the Echo. Obviously, I think this is important to look at because I think we controlled the first half. And say the second half was a bit of a dead game. Nothing really happening. It was all about this half of football. So, Alisson Becker, he got a 6. These are first half ratings only. James Milner a 7, playing at right back, saw plenty of the ball first half. Few issues defensively, and that's right. I think Jimmy Milner was fantastic, I have to say, yesterday at right back. The man's 36 years old, didn't put a foot wrong, looked fantastic. Especially in that first half. Second half, I even think he just walked out second half. We didn't get out of first gear, let's put it that way. It was a very easy game, not getting out of first gear at all for this game. Joe Gomez got a 7, looked assured, and drew applause from the crowd with one strong tackle on Palestra. Yeah, the thing with Gomez, he had a good first half. Second half, he was a bit poor, but you're going to have to say that might be down to rustiness. He was probably quite rusty. He hasn't played a lot of football. We have to say that he hasn't played a lot of football lately. So, when you're not played a lot of football lately, you're not going to be great for a 90-minute game. And for the first half, I thought he was good. Obviously, in the second half, he was at fault for the goal. He didn't press enough. He let Rupp just have the shot. He should have been running down Rupp so he don't get the shot out, blocking it down, getting hit in the face, whatnot. Also, Oxlade-Chamberlain letting Rupp run off him was poor as well. So poor defensively from Ox and Gomez for that goal in the second half. But Gomez's first half display was encouraging, and it was good to see him back out on the pitch again. Ibrahim and Kanate, Kept things simple, used the ball sensibly when required. I don't know why Kanate's got a 6 and Gomez has got a 7 on these ratings, to be perfectly honest. I thought Kanate was every bit as good as Gomez. I'm not quite sure uh, why he's got less of a rating. I have no idea. I thought Kanate was just equally as good, to be fair. Just as equally as good. And this is I like Kanate. I think Kanate is an extremely good defender. He does ball watch, which causes some problems sometimes. His ball watching does cause problems. But personally, I thought he was decent yesterday. I don't see the. I don't know. I understand why he's getting a 6. I know I've seen some people say they thought he was at fault a few times. Played his passing was a bit off and that. I'm not sure. I thought Konate looked assured. You know, he's got great pace, the same as Joe Gomez. But the only goal we conceded was down to Gomez and Chamberlain's poor defensive work, especially Gomez's poor defensive work, not closing Rupp down quick enough and just letting him have the shot off. And so I don't know why Kanate's got a lower score there. But I wouldn't give Kanate a 6. I think it was far, far better than that. Far better than that. Simicast a 7. I thought Simicast was good yesterday. Deliveries paved the way for the first 2 goals and competed strongly down the left in both attack and defence. The Echo puts. Yeah, and I'll have to agree. I thought Simicast played well again in that first half. You know, second half, all of them sort of like played within themselves, didn't step up a gear. You know, played first gear mostly through the whole of the second half. You know, in the first half, I thought we played some nice football, some good touches, good play between the teams. We had Norwich beat quite comfortably in that first half. Norwich did have a few chances. They did get in behind a few times. That does happen with us. It's just the way we play. It's that high line we play. We didn't catch as many offsides as we usually do. Offsides is what, we must catch teams offside so much. So much. The amount of teams we catch offsides must be incredible. But it didn't really work for us that way yesterday. But Norwich got in offside a few times. But from my memory, there weren't really many chances for Norwich. It was a very comfortable first half. But Simicast down that left-hand side, I thought was really good yesterday, and he's linking up with Jota was decent, not a bad display for us. Simicast again hasn't played a great deal of late. Come to the midfielders now, starting with Jordan Henderson. I thought Hendo was decent yesterday. Just thought he was just professional, standard game, nothing exceptional, nothing bad. Just a standard professional performance by Hendo. As they say, dominated the midfield and forceful passing involved in the build-up and the opener. Yeah, exactly. It was a good standard professional performance by Hendo as a captain, as the leader out on the pitch. Paved the way, and I thought he looked decent, Hendo, yesterday, I have to say. They gave the Ox a 6. I think that's generous, to be fair. I think he was much worse than that, the Ox. Carried one shot wide from range first half, but otherwise was pretty, that. I don't think I think that's a high rating for the Ox, to be fair. I thought he was a lot worse than that last night. 4 and a 5 for Ox last night. I didn't think he gave anything to us. He had a decent shot. That was obviously dragged wide, and that was about it. There was nothing exceptional about his performance, and this was a chance for Ox to play. Klopp's giving Ox a chance to go out there, play a bit, get your foot on the ball, go and show what you're capable of to stay in this team. But it don't seem to be. Only one player from the squad, really produced yesterday, and it weren't Ox. Ox didn't produce at all. I thought Ox was really poor yesterday. He's lacking He don't seem to have any confidence playing within himself. Yeah, he's just. I mean, this is probably Ox's last season. I would say he's probably gone in the summer and getting some replacements in because when you're getting a chance, you got a squad. This is a squad game, and when you're given your chance to come into the team, and you're in the team, you got a game against Norwich at home at Anfield, 8:15, under the lights at Anfield. You're against a Norwich team that are going to be, not full strength themselves because they've got Premier League worries and stuff like that. And you put in a really poor performance. If you're Jurgen Klopp, you're just thinking, what more can I do, Ox? Because he just doesn't seem to be wanting to produce it. This was a time for him to go in dominate that midfield. He should have. Ox should have been dominating this midfield yesterday. The midfield that Norwich put out was nothing. No, it's nothing. The Ox should be going out there, dominating that midfield and showing Jurgen Klopp, he's still about and he's still got something to offer this team. What he showed me yesterday, he's got nothing to offer this team. Nothing. Zero. And it's a shame. It's a shame because I wouldn't be saying this before his injuries. Before his injuries, he was exceptional. He had 12 goals that season from midfield. He was playing really well, regularly all the time as well. Getting up to speed the way Klopp wants to play. And then obviously them injuries. He had that long injury. Then he had an injury in his rehab. So he was out for a long, long time. And unfortunately, he's never been the same. He's just never been the same player. So to give him a 6, I think it's a bit less than that, to be honest. I think it's at least a 5. At least a 5. Curtis Jones, they've gave us 7 in that first half. I mean, this is just first half ratings as well. I think Ox didn't do anything to get a 6. Curtis Jones a 7. And I thought Jones was good yesterday. Clipped the top of the bar of a curling effort. Yeah, that was a great effort goal. Similar to his goal against Everton in the FA Cup third round a few years ago. When Everton put out their first team, we put our reserves team out. And Curtis Jones came in and scored a cracking goal. And it was almost similar to that. Same sort of position. Comes in off that left-hand side. Comes inside onto his right foot. And, he's trying to curl one right into the corner. It was a beautiful effort. Beautiful effort. He looked confident on the ball yesterday, which I like to see Curtis Jones, because Curtis Jones is confident on the football. When he's on the football, Curtis Jones is a very confident player. He likes to play nice 1-2s. He likes a trick. He's not worried about doing that sort of thing. But sometimes I think he plays within himself. I want to see that confident, cocky Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones is a cocky player. He's a cocky person. And that's what I want to see. I want to see that he sort of brought that out of himself against Norwich. I want to see that a bit more. I want to see that when he plays better teams, stronger lineups. That's what I want to see from Curtis Jones. Takumi Minamino a 9. Taki, as I said, it was his show. It was his night. Takumi Minamino's got 9 goals this season. He's got 4 League Cup goals, 3 FA Cup goals, I believe, and 2 Premier League goals. We need these sort of players. Players like Takumi Minamino is what helps you win cups. These fringe players that come in and score goals and get you through these cups when you can rest other players. These are the players you need to get where you're going. Taki, for me, was fantastic. I was really impressed how he played. His second goal was fantastic. Taki's second goal, I thought, was absolutely fantastic. His second goal was great. The way he's got a good ability of staying still in the box, which is it's not laziness or anything like that. It's a skill. Too many players move about in the box far too much. Taki sort of stands still, and no one picks him up. It was poor defending by Norwich, as we said, especially for Taki's first goal. Origi gets the ball almost inside the penalty box. Well, he's inside the penalty box, almost just outside the 6-yard box, and he's got time to bring it down, play a nice little pass, and he brings it down. He spins, nice little pass into Taki, who's completely unmarked, but in good space, and it's a good finish by Taki. And from there, his confidence is through the roof. And then his second goal was just fantastic. Again, it's a corner come in. He's just nice and free. He's kept himself nice and still. He's not moving around. And it's a lovely finish on his right peg. Absolutely lovely finish. I thought he was fantastic yesterday, Minamino, and he took his chance. This is what I'm saying about Ox. Ox did not take his chance. He just didn't take his chance, which is a shame. You know, you want to see Ox taking more of a chance, but he never grabbed it. But Taki grabbed it. He grabbed his chance and went out there and proved his point. 2 goals, 9 goals this season. I said 4 in the League Cup, 3 in the FA Cup, 2 in the Premier League. These are the sort of stats you want from a fringe player like Takumi Minamino. How many fringe players out there come in their squads, you know, and get 9 goals? It's a great. I mean, he's a fringe player. He's not like he's playing every week or anything like that. You know, he's coming in every little, doing bits and pieces, and as the squads, like James Milner in his interview last night, they love Taki there. They think he's a great. They said he's a great guy. He works hard. He's brilliant in training. He's never moaning. When he's called upon, he always performs. And this is the thing: when Taki is called upon this season, Taki Minamino performs. I haven't seen a time when Taki's not been called upon. You know, this season he's really underperformed that much. As I said, 9 goals this season. You know, he helped us to the League Cup final. His goals helped us to the League Cup final. That can't be forgotten. He's got 3 goals in the FA Cup this season. Got 2 in the Premier. You know, when Taki's called upon, he does perform. It's just, you know, Taki looks like he's getting a bit stronger as well. There's times in the game yesterday that he wasn't getting knocked off the ball like he did before. He was holding the ball up. He's using his strength. And I was a bit surprised by that. Me and Steve, when we were watching it, doing the watch-along last night. If you haven't watched the watch-along, you want to watch highlights of it, guys, go back to my video last night, guys. The video's up like from last night. Go and have a look at that, guys. It's go through that. That's the watch-along. It was a good watch-along last night with me and Statman Stubbs. We had a good laugh, good watch, you know. Moments in the second half, and there weren't a lot of commentate about it, so we just chat. It was a good time. So if you want to go and watch that, guys, it's in the last video. Go and have a look at it, guys. It's still up. But yeah, Taki took his chance yesterday, and that's the important thing. As I said, Ox didn't take his chance, but Origi didn't take his chance, but Taki did. Taki was great last night. Fringe players scoring goals help you win cups. Now, obviously, a quad is still on. I doubt we'll win a quad. You know, teams like Man City tried it before, not won it. Do I think we? I think we got a very, very good chance of winning the FA Cup. All depends on the draw tonight. It all depends on the draw. I think the draw is in an hour's time. So it all depends on the FA Cup draw. If we get a decent draw, then I think we'll be in that semi-finals. You know, really, you want Chelsea or Man City to draw each other. If Man City or Chelsea draw each other, I think we can start sort of rubbing our hands, thinking, yeah, this is on. Southampton will be a difficult game for anybody. They're in a bit of form right now, Southampton. And obviously, this moves the Manchester United game. You know, the Manchester United game will have to be postponed now and moved forward because I think the quarterfinals is on March 20th, 20th or 22nd. So the Man United game was meant to be then. So that will be moved back now. So that'll probably be played sometime in April, I would have thought. So, yeah, Liverpool go have a couple of games in hand here. Go have a couple of games. We obviously got a game in hand still with Man City. So we'll go have another game in hand there. But it's what it's about. Get good draws in the FA Cup. Get good draws in the Cup, and we're laughing. As I said, Minamino, awesome yesterday. Fantastic. Took his chance. Replayed his debt to Klopp. Put him in there. Klopp couldn't be happier for him. The players can't be happier for him. You know, Taki's got a lot. I think Taki's going to have quite a lot of say so later in this season. I think you might see Taki getting more and more game time, you know, because he can show Klopp he has got what it's about. He does work hard. And when he does get his chance, you know, he's a decent player. I don't think any of us Liverpool fans have ever not thought Takumi Minamino was a good footballer. He is a good footballer. He's got ability. He's got skills. He can take people on. He has got an eye for goal, you know, and he looks like he's getting stronger, which is the thing. he was easy to knock off the ball when he first joined. He was very slight, small. He looks like he's getting, stronger, and maybe he's just settling down now. Maybe it's just taking him a long time to settle down, because he does look happy. He don't look like a shy, nervous player that's coming onto the pitch anymore. Hi Kai, how you doing, fella? Hope you're good. Yeah, this is just a quick review, Kai, of the game last night. I didn't actually plug it or anything like that. I just sat on my computer and pressed go. I didn't even promote the video or plug it. I just thought I'd just do a quick video as I'm on Saints show later on tonight. Divock Origi a 6. Yeah, I mean, Big Div, he obviously got the assist for Taki's goal, but apart from that, he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Barely involved, then showed the composure and presence in mind to calmly set up Minamino for the first. Textbook Divock. This is why Klopp don't use Divock enough. He's too lazy. He's too laid back and too relaxed for his own good, and that's Divock's problem. No, if Divock was more, he doesn't do enough in a 90-minute game. He's too, he does the one or two things here and there, and then, he might score a goal or do an assist. That's why they said it's typical Divock. It's textbook Divock. He might score, he might assist, but then you don't see him for the rest of the match. And that's why Klopp doesn't play him much. That's why Klopp doesn't use him, because he's not busy enough. Doesn't get involved enough. He's too laid back. That's Divock's problem. Yeah, all good. Thanks, Jay. Finished work long day. So for a good draw tonight. Yeah, my man. I think draws at 7:30, I believe. So, yeah, with that FA Cup draw, Kai, as long as we get a favourable draw, hopefully we get a home draw again. So I think we've been home for all our FA Cup matches so far. We get a home draw again, and it isn't Chelsea or Man City. Yeah, I think we'll get into the semi-finals. We want to hope Chelsea and Man City draw each other. Obviously, you've got Nottingham Forest or Huddersfield. You've got Middlesbrough, Southampton, Crystal Palace. If you get these teams, especially at home, you'd favour yourself going through. You want Man City and Chelsea to draw each other. If they draw each other, it's game on then. One of them will go out. And, it's exciting times. The quad's still on. Do I think we'll win a quad? Well, I don't think so. I think to win all four is really hard. I think we could win every trophy but the league. That's what I reckon. I think we've got a massive opportunity to win Champions League. We're already 1 foot in the quarterfinal and that already with a 2-0 win over Inter Milan. We've already won the Carabao Cup. Got a possible in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. If we can win all three of them, runners up in the league, I mean, that's a tremendous season. Absolutely tremendous season. Jota was a bit disappointing last night, but Jota has just come back from an injury, and I think he's rushed back. I think Jota's rushed back personally. I think they've used Jota a bit too soon. I know he's a very, very fast healer, but I wouldn't, I think this Jota's just not quite fit yet. That's what they're saying here, only flinting glimpses of goal, but quite willing to put in the yards booked. Yeah, I mean, he runs all day, Jota. He doesn't hide. This is the difference between Jota and Origi. Jota literally, I think he's come back a bit too early from injury, but he puts himself about the pitch, where Divock, he doesn't. He doesn't. And this is the difference. This is the big difference between the two players. Kai, Chelsea versus City, Palace versus Southampton, Liverpool versus Middlesbrough, and Everton versus Forest is what I want. That would be a decent draw. It's the quarter final, and you've got Liverpool, Chelsea, and Man City. There is a high chance one of them might draw each other. There is an extreme high chance they will draw each other. If you go play Middlesbrough, I'd want to play Middlesbrough at home. I know, obviously, Middlesbrough, I think, been drawn at home in their last 2 games, knocking Man United out and Spurs out on the week the other day. So they're on a high, Middlesbrough, especially at home. They think they can cause the upset in every game if they're playing at home. I'd rather play Middlesbrough at home, but playing them away shouldn't be a problem either. We should be beating them away as well. Everton or Forest, I think we should be beating in the FA Cup. Southampton, we should be beating Palace. Which, the only two teams is Man City and Chelsea. They're the only two teams that can stop us winning this FA Cup for me. So if they draw each other, straight away you're like, yeah. But, away to Palace is a hard game, and away to Southampton would be difficult as well. So, yeah, if we get a favourable draw at home, I think we got a good run into the FA Cup final, I really do. But they were the first half ratings, guys, and as I say, the second half was nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about at all with the second half. There was nothing to talk about in the second half at all. Second half was a pony. Absolutely rubbish second half. And it's all about the first half for Liverpool. They were the better team. They had the game won in that first half, come out in the second half like it was won. It was done. That's what me and Steve were saying, watching the show. Watching watching it, me and Steve basically said to ourselves, like, Liverpool have come out like the game's won already. The two, when you come out with that sort of mindset, it's very hard to get yourself out of that mindset. Obviously, we had maybe a little nervy 10 minutes, but it was coast to coast, quite an easy game. Liverpool put no effort into this game. No effort at all. I'm quite happy with the result. We made 10 massive changes from Sunday's game. Obviously, Sunday's game in the League Cup final was an exhausting game. 120 minutes plus penalties. A very exhausting game. Even the players that wouldn't have played would be part of the celebrations and part of the atmosphere in that game as well. So they would all be, so to make 10 changes, come out on top still winning 2-1. I don't think you can sniff at that, guys. I don't really think you can. How many teams are going to make 10 changes after a League Cup final game, make 10 changes and still win pretty comfortably? Pretty comfortably. I think if you're a Norwich fan, you're going to be more upset because you'd feel like Norwich should have gone full strength because they're probably going to get relegated. Relegation's probably on the cards. And Dean Smith would have known Liverpool going to make massive changes. So you play a full team against Liverpool's B team. Could have been a harder game. Might be a missed opportunity for Norwich. But as a Liverpool fan, I'm more than happy with last night's performance. Through to the quarter-final, and that's all that matters, guys. And it's the first quarter-final of the FA Cup in the Klopp era. We have never got to the FA Cup quarter-final under Jurgen Klopp, which is mental. Absolutely mental to think that. We have never got to the quarter-final of the FA Cup under Jurgen Klopp. But now we have. Hopefully we get a really good, decent draw, favourable draw, and we get to a semi-final. Semi-finals at Wembley, it'd be another big occasion. It's a lot to look forward to, guys. A lot to look forward to. So on the videos on the channel this week, guys. So tomorrow I've got a special video coming out tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Please come and join me for that. Got some special guests. I've got Connor from Cop Council. I've got Statman Stubbs himself joining as well, and hopefully I've got a couple of others coming in as well, which could. And we're going to talk about top four, the chase for the top four, looking at the teams chasing that top four, look at the fixtures they got left, debating who's going to get top four, looking at the relegation. We're going to look at the teams down there at the bottom, looking at their fixtures as well, seeing who gets relegated, and then the title, looking at Man City and Liverpool's fixtures going forward, team lineups, what we think will happen going forward. And that should be a good debate tomorrow, guys. Please join me for that tomorrow. Thanks for joining me tonight. This was just a quick video. I just wanted to get a video up, guys. So there was a review up for the match last night. Sorry, I didn't promote it. I didn't put it on Twitter. I didn't tell you what time I was doing it. I just came on the computer and pressed go, and we were off. So thanks for joining me, guys. Don't forget to watch this video back. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Please subscribe. I'm on the road to 300 subscribers. I'm not too far away now. I believe I'm on 284 subscribers. So, yeah, I'm not too far away. Thanks, everyone, for subscribing so far. On the 300 subscribe, we will do a special show, probably a 2-hour show, call-ins, get you all involved. Everyone call in. We do questions and answers, Q&A maybe. Yeah, we'll just do a good calling show, guys. Just do a good calling show. It don't have to be about football. It could be about everything. You know, we could talk about everything. Any other sports you like, want to talk about. So, yeah, that's my 300th subscriber special show. So the sooner we get there, the sooner I can do that video. So please like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel. Give the channel a subscribe, guys. Share this video out. Share the channel out. Get as many eyes on the product as you can. Please leave a like on this video, guys. If you watch this tonight, tomorrow, the day after, next week, whenever you watch this video, guys, please leave a like on it. Please leave a like on it. It really helps me. Really does. So thank you guys for watching today. And yes, I'll be back tomorrow with a really good show, guys. Please tune in tomorrow. 9 p.m. on the channel. Big show. As I said, debating top 4, relegation, and the title race with myself, Statman Stubbs, and Connor from the Cop Council, and hopefully a couple of other people as well. Just waiting for them to get back to me. And yeah, should be a fun show. So join me tomorrow, 9 p.m. Hit the bell in the subs, and you'll get a notification when I go live. Watch out for me on Twitter. My Twitter's at the bottom, going at the bottom right now. There it is. Jamie LFC 39. Follow me on Twitter, guys. And I'll definitely tell you when I'm going live. So follow me there. Thank you for tuning in today, guys. I really appreciate it. Sorry, it's just a quick video getting this review up. See you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. on the channel. Peace out, guys. You'll never